Hey, Greg. Shut up for a second. Vampire Husky 8 wants to be friends.
Well, heck, I just want to be his friend too. Let's celebrate that. Thank you so much for the follow. We're getting it cooked up, going through final system checks. I'm a control freak. What can I say? Hope everyone's doing well. Got some big stuff to talk about. I think we've got all our audio problems straightened out for the most part. I think I might be getting a little bit too much gain on my voice if that's such a thing. Oh geez, my chick's here. Echo, echo. Hey hippie. Oh, if I time this out on the song perfectly to end at the countdown, there will be no living with me. Like I will owe like 4 numerologists money at that point. It's gonna be close. Oh. Maybe. Holy crap, that's close enough for government work. That is kind of awesome. That is a sign of things to come. Yes. Yeah. Oh, I got it. I want to be like you. I want to walk like you. Talk like you, too. It is true. I'm a bear. Hydrating. I'm gonna cut King Louie back a little bit there. How the hell are you? Well, um, things are happening fast. Um, I feel the need to explain a couple of things since we've got so many new friends coming in and stuff going on. I'm Greg. I am Greg the Grizzly. Um, and yeah, this used to be a music channel. I had bears lip syncing to popular songs, and I was running it on like a giant jukebox. It was just sort of automated, and that's all I was doing. And then around Christmas time, I checked out Scuba Lou and her channel and got caught on the hype trains or the craft trains or the raid trains or whatever. Basically, I'm a gypsy. I'm a Sente gypsy, so anything involving the word train, I get a little bit nervous. So I got caught on the train, saw all these people crafting, everybody saying, "You can do it, you can do it, you can do it." And then I objectively said to myself, "Well, I've been crocheting for a decade. Um, sure, why not?" So, but it's come up. I just want to take a brief moment to go over a couple of things. Let me go ahead and kill King Louie. He doesn't need to contribute right now. Um, it does confuse people sometimes because when something goes wrong with the audio, I will pull up our BTV, and that's it in the corner. That's actually Hippie's old avatar, and her avatar lip syncing to the song Violent. So it's set up to be like in a little TV and playing, and we have like over 250 videos of that. So that's a thing. I'm not obsessed much. But just to let you know a little bit about me, I am a veteran of the United States Army. I do suffer from CTE, which is a brain thing. I took too many knocks to the head. Aside from the CTE, it's kind of ironic. I have an IQ around 147. I have a PhD in developmental psychology. I've been working with computers and human machine interfaces since 1994, and advanced troubleshooting and programming since then. I learn exceedingly quickly, but can't remember shit. And gonna hook myself up to the lie detector real quick here. And Hippie is my wife. Oh, I'm sorry. She's my fiance. Oh, my girlfriend. She's a girl I know. We've actually gotten questions about that. I wanted to let everybody know. I have actually proposed to Hippie a couple of times. Um, Hippie doesn't like labels, and she doesn't like the idea of me having a conversation with her that says, "Hey, I like you so much, I'm going to get the government involved." So we're holding by the same agreement that we had when we first started dating, which is we are together until one of us dies or gets tired. And it's been, as of February 14th, it will be 9 years. So that's kind of awesome. and I am over the moon the fact that she's got her stream up and going, and I'm really supportive of that. And so you've got the crafting thing hitting, and I'm doing the crochet for the people, and I'm teaching people. And there's in the short time I've been doing it, there have been a couple people who've been interested in some of the things I've been doing and some of the other games I've been playing. It's been awesome. The community's been really welcoming. Um, yeah, you got caught by the stream bug. You just gonna stream forever. Like if you have to figure out a reason not to stream now. I've watched it happen today. Anyway, um, I digress. So I used to have the rule of I only crochet things that were functional, and then I hit a slippery slope of um, if you could hug it, then it is functional. So I started doing some things, and 1 week ago today on this stream, I did my first anniversary, anniversary Japanese crochet. We'll say Japanese crochet. Amiguri, amiguri. I don't know. So yeah. Started 7 days ago. And the progress has been really, really fast, and it's caused me to rethink a lot of things. And I don't think I would have rethought things to this level. Yeah, I'm gonna forget that. Um, I'm the stupidest smart person you'll ever hear of. It's a new word. I'm eventually gonna substitute it with something else, I'm guessing. Um, yeah, I'm terrible. I'm terrible. I'm terrible. The bad part is that I speak like 5 languages, and I can't learn new words anymore. So, I digress. So, 1 week ago, just to start off the comedy section of our show, 1 week ago I came into the chat and I had researched this pattern for a teddy bear, a simple beginner-friendly teddy bear. And apparently, at some point while I had some personal correspondence going on, I had left the video running. And when I started the video, I had the video up for reference, and I was just clicking through the video to the highlights to get to the right sections. And apparently, it had gone to the next pattern. So I ended up making what is called a loaf cat instead. And I didn't realize until we started here and we got down to about here, and then she started talking about doing the embroidery up here, and she's like, I want the kitty to have whiskers. And I was like, what the fuck are you talking about with the kitty and the whiskers? And then Tough Cat says, oh, it's in the title of the video that you have up. And I'm just like, oh, okay. I can't even blame that on brain injury. That's just me being dumb as a shithouse rock. So this was my first, and I did not stuff it. While I was putting it together, I got near the end. And just as a weird thought, because I had a bad case of the giggles, I had the whole idea of I was going to make it a bag to put things in. And since it was my first amigurumi, um, thank you, Crafty. Um, I was going to send it to the person who brought up amigurumi to me. Oh, hey, biker. Got my tongue tied. Hey, biker. Welcome. Um, so I'm gifting this to Princess Emily. Ah, man, my mouth is not working today. To Princess Emmy. So this has a home, and that's one of the things I'm really stoked about. Some of the other times I've gotten creative for stuff, I end up having all the things that I make. I had a cooking show, and I couldn't give away food. It was terrifying. Um, and yeah, so this is the first, and that looks like someone's first amigurumi. I'll own that. This was my second, and I think we've got an immediate improvement. Everything's really tight. Everything is really nice. Um, and he has a name. His name is Jerry, and I was trying to figure out what to do with Jerry. And when I was on Scuba Lou's stream, she mentioned that this was her favorite that I'd done. and this is after everything else hit. So we're going to make sure that Jerry finds his way over into Scoobaloo's hands. So the thing is Jerry has one thing. He's full of persistence. Oh, hey, Buona. Yeah, yeah. I positioned the eyes so they'd be close together, like he was sort of begging. This is where I started realizing that I could use psychological tricks for it, and it was more akin to doll making. Um, so yeah, this is my second one, and this is going to be gifted to Scoobaloo, and I'm stoked about that. Um, she's such a sweet person, and my concept of Jerry is he's carrying perseverance to her because sometimes she'll question herself, and there's nothing wrong with getting frustrated. It happens. Emotions are valid because they exist. Uh, but it's what you do with your emotions, and sometimes those negative thoughts can get the better of her. And I just wish at those times I could slam on the brakes and show her the reality that I see, that she's an amazing person doing amazing things with amazing challenges. So, that's what Jerry's going to do. He's just there to go like, yeah, but you're awesome though. He doesn't have a big vocabulary, no brain, no nervous system, but you're awesome though. That's his one message. So, the third one that I did was a larger variation of the jellyfish so I could practice with the shapes. And this is what I would refer to as the floodgate build, because this is the first one without a pattern. This is the last one that I religiously used a pattern with. I've been adjusting patterns or doing my own design ever since. So this is just a larger jellyfish. I use the googly eyes. I'm going to be honest, I think the googly eyes look funny, but I think they also look a little cheap. So I'm going to be contextualizing that in future builds. I don't think I've used a googly eye since this, um, and I don't know that I will, unless it's for a specific purpose. But this one is going into the box, and it's either going to find a home or is going to be the subject of our raffle next month, where we're going to have several items that we've created on stream being raffled off. I'll play an ad a little bit later for that, in case anyone hasn't caught wind of that. I'm also very happy with the commercial on that one. But let me put him away. The next thing we have is the next one I did. Um, I wanted to play around with hearts, and I was running short on red yarn. So I have cats, so everything is technically cat oriented now. Takes forever to get it off. But the upside of using alpaca is it does come off pretty quick. Alpaca is almost magic. Now, if you want really fun entertainment, Crafty says cheap entertainment. Go wander through Walmart and put googly eyes on random things. My favorite thing to do when I lived in California was I would put googly eyes on things and put a little sticker on it that listed it as an earthquake detector. Um, so this one is where I got a lot of confidence, and I'm really happy with the way it came out. Uh, it's a simple collection of shapes, but I was actually talking about it at the time and discussing how once you get the shapes down, that's literally all it is. It's like 4 or 5 stitches at best. So that was the next one that I did. So this is decent. Um, there are some little details here and there, but the picture that I have up on the screen right next to my bear face is the bear that I did that changed my mind on everything because I sat down, looked at a pattern, and changed my mind on it and did it a different way because I thought it would look cuter. And then I started the placement of the eyes in the ways that I thought would look cute based on the way that people interact with animals. And that's the picture of what came out. And that's when it was like, oh, okay, now I'm done. I'm done with this. I've got this down. And I do this sometimes with stuff, butterfly knives, cooking, um, massage. I'll get an interest in something. I'll do it until I can honestly say that I can do it, and then I lose interest because I don't have a sense of self. That's actually a diagnosed thing. Then I started to put hair on the motherfucker. Ladies and gentlemen, uh, please allow me to present to you Professor T.T. Wigglebottom. He has a PhD. He did not go to school for 7 years to be called Mr. Wigglebottom or TT. Thank you. So, what I did with his hair was I used 3 different colors of yarn. This is a white, a light gray, and a steel gray. And I just weaved them through. It's not tied or anything. I can just pull these out if I wanted to. Let me set this aside before I knock anything over. I have a history of doing Emmy wrong on stuff. Yeah, the chia pet heads. I know what you're talking about there, Biker. Biker's saying this guy reminds me of, remember when we were kids and we could get those guys that grew grass for hair. That was chia pets. I had one for Mr. T. Um, but yeah, what ended up happening? It came as soon as I started frizzing it. It went in process. When I split it, it looked like dreadlocks. It was kinky and curly. And then when I started fraying it, it turned into just this big tangled mess that looks like an Albert Einstein thing going on. And I'm still debating about going around the back of his head and filling it out. But the thing is this is a watershed moment for me because um, I can tell you as a psychologist, you can tell people something and people can say something themselves, but until they encounter it and process it, it doesn't really sync up with them, if that makes any sense. Um, and then there's the sounds that Hippie made when she first saw it. Yeah, yeah, that was pretty much it. And um, that made me realize that in the nurturing community that we have, every chance that I've taken has paid off. I decided to go for crafting. Hit a great community, turned Hippie onto it. We're doing things together. It's become uh, huge. It's accentuated a lot of our interaction with each other. We're having a great time with it. Um, and I haven't created things this way before. So this is my prototype. Um, I actually finished him out with glasses last night. These just poke into the yarn from the front. I didn't put sides on this because it really wasn't necessary, and I thought it looked a little bit more scholarly this way. And I did give him the violet eyes, which is the same color as the eyes that the original Greg the Grizzly has, my avatar. So I made this one, and since my anniversary is coming up, uh, while Hippie was just gushing over the professor, and I was getting his hair straight, I modeled this one for her. Um, so with the shape of her face, she has a longer face, so I wanted to incorporate that. That's why the cheeks aren't as puffy. Um, the ears could have been a little bit better, but you know, I'm not that great. Uh, and what I did was this is just uh, the yarn getting pushed through and split. So if I did the entire head, this would look almost like, you know, curly-headed Raggedy Ann type thing, um, or something along that lines. But I adjusted it so it has some of her facial tics, and once I got her eyes right, because her eyes are slightly misaligned, went ahead and put that on there and then realized it didn't look right without glasses. Then she asked about pipe cleaners for the glasses. So in the middle of the night, I just put together glasses for her. And for her, it goes to the side. Um, so with all that being said and done, I'm worried about this becoming the only thing that I do on my stream. Like, I was supposed to game. I was supposed to be playing like Hitman. I was supposed to be playing. I've got games to play. Super Hot. I've got Super Hot. I won that from Baloo stream. I've got other things on, but I want to do this more. So it, that's a sense of self, and that's new for me. So um, so with me being as obsessive as I am, these are two kits that I've already thrown together since making that last one for Hippie. So we've got two more on the way. So we've got two more on the way, and I'm going to be putting them together. I've got all the little pieces that get sewn into them inside of it. Um, so we've got the ears, the muzzle, everything like that incorporated in there. Same for here. Um, and I've started just to plan ahead for some of the things that I've got in mind. I've got an eye patch. Um, I've got some ideas on how that's going to go. So once he comes up, that should be pretty cute. I'm debating on either a mercenary or pirate. I haven't decided yet. And one of them is going to have a top hat. Um, so this has been done this week in the last 7 days. Oh, what are we supposed to do? Let me read back. Yeah, I'm 100% with you, biker. The thing is I have a condition, and that condition is called borderline personality disorder, which means I am codependent with everything, and I don't have a sense of self. So me enjoying something is never just enough of a reason for me to do it. Um, it needs to have an external reason. Now, ironically, um, Hippie does not have borderline personality disorder, but with her ADHD, she has the same expression. Because if it doesn't have an outlet, then she doesn't prioritize it. That's why she's been keeps putting her crafting on the back burner because it didn't have an outlet before now. So on both of these, it's opened the floodgates for her to craft. And at this point, I don't know. I just feel supported enough and confident enough to the point where, yeah, I'm willing to put what I want to do ahead. So it's very healthy, and it's something that is not lost on me at all. And of course, I keep wondering to myself, what do I bring to the group? What uniqueness do I represent? Because I'm a VTuber. Um, I'm a music guy. I really like talking to people. Oh wait, yeah, there's that the thing. Bitch, I'm adorable. Um, oh no, I don't cosplay. I gotta wait till the ad ends to defend my I don't cosplay thing. Oh, I'm afraid he may think I'm a furry. So anyway, yeah, uh, I've got the countdown. It's got 48 seconds left. Thank you, Hippie. Oh, crafty lady.
Hey, Greg, Crafty Lady 2019 just subscribed.
Oh, we've got a development then. Let me get this put away because she's gonna get the full shakedown. This is gonna be fun. Because so far, both of the people who qualified for the drawing didn't know the drawing applied to them yet. And since it's on the subscriber side, I don't have to note anything. Okay, so crafty lady, thank you so much for subscribing. Um, I'm guessing it's because you hate ads as much as I do. One thing, we have a system that's starting next month, and with the timing of it, you will be entered into the drawing because you are now a subscriber. Where basically we take the item, we're going to pick a day Probably going to be mid-month, or if we do it twice a month, it's going to be mid-month and near the end of the month. Haven't decided on what day yet, but we'll hold a drawing and we're going to be sending out the items that we've created. So let me get our commercial up. Make sure that hit. Okay, she's upstairs. She should be safe. She likes to diddy bop around whenever I play this. So this is our explanation of it. Let me let it run through. So we're actually going to have an update on our about section and around the first of the month, and also around that same time we're going to have a chat reward that can be redeemed for an entry as well for people who aren't in a position to put in for that drawing. One other thing, and I just wanted to make sure that everyone understood, we will be covering the shipping on it. So it's a prize. It's not something that costs you something. And the other thing that I wanted to be clear on is once you get it, it's yours. Use it, destroy it, break down the yarn to get the alpaca out. I don't mind. But it's just one of those things about I thought that would be something really cool, and the alternative would be I would end up with 75 of these things because again, I've done all of these this week. The joys of working from home. Oh well, I've thrown out different forms of sacrilege so far this week. I joked about breaking down how many things, how many of the hold on, scroll through no, hold on, I'm gonna find it. It's amigurumis. How many of the amigurumis I could do if I cannibalized the gravity blanket that I spent like 2 years making, and Hippie lost her mind. So, but let's go ahead and we are going to go up here to the top, get some music going. There we go. Now, for what I'm doing at the moment is I'm going to be trying to finish off a frocking the blanket. Yeah, she had more earthy words for it. I believe it was like "nah" was the start of it. Um, One other thing is so far. So Professor Wigglebottom is mine um, as the prototype. The unnamed pink bear belongs to Hippie, but the other ones that I'm making are probably going to end up being subjects of the drawing. And the blanket that I'm going to be trying to finish. Oh, what? Well, okay, hold on to that. Remind me in a minute about asking about her name. But we are also talking about having the baby blanket that I've been working on and off to be one of the items up for the drawing. So one of the items that will be up either in the mid-month or end of the month drawing will be a 30 by 30 baby blanket done in 90% alpaca, which is what we're working on today. And this is a 3-color. We've got it in ivory, navy blue, and plum. And let me see if I can find that. It's being hooked with a 5.0 millimeter. So it's a nice dense. This is all double stitch. There are no holes in it. I really don't like things that have the big gaping holes in it because, you know, my fingers tend to go through that and it just creeps me out. So that also means that this basically radiates heat. And it also means with alpaca, this will last forever. Archaeologists will find your rug or your blanket. Excuse me. So yeah, that's a little bit about where we are. With the chat rewards that we're doing, we're also talking about different things to get. Asking me anything. Uh, you know, getting entries to the drawings would be a good one. There we go. But if anyone had any suggestions on them, that would be something that that we would love to hear about. Because I like nothing more than to wade into a bunch of suggestions, specifically because I am not scared of you motherfuckers. I'm not. Oh, see, I've been working on the bears all day, so I'm getting ready. I immediately start to go for a single crochet. There we go. Let's get the cam right. And okay, so Pet Hippie, what is the name of the pink bear? Oh, you went with that one? What's her last name then? Yeah. The one thing we've also decided to do, and Biker, since you're here, this is perfect timing. So we were pitching ideas back and forth about the bear heads. We've decided to only do heads and not the bodies because I don't know, we're weird. The original part of it was a joke between me and Hippie because she really likes the movie Venom. And my original concept was to just have the heads and then the bodies and Velcro them together. And then she could rip them and throw them on one on each side of the door. Pile of heads, pile of bodies. It's a line from the movie Venom. But anyway, with the bear heads, we were talking, and what her thought was to do like a Cabbage Patch Kid adoption papers. And since they already have jobs and everything, I'm thinking about having it be like they're refugees and this is their personality, and it'll have all that listed out in a comedic way. And then I was thinking about what you were saying about using your backgrounds. I was thinking of the crinkled up uh, paper appearance from your collection would be perfect for that, and then just have it printed out like a certificate on that, and have it in a PDF file that could be sent out when we mail out the thing. And if we get a printer by then, we could actually print it out. That would be kind of awesome. I'm also in the process of trying to get together a commercial for you that we run in rotation. I have a couple for other people as well. I don't think I have any of them preload right now. I do not. Oh, I'll I'll definitely keep you in the loop on it. Usually I start my mornings over with Crafty stream, so that's you two are some of the first people that I see in the morning. By the way, to let everybody know, uh, Biker's Cats have a new toy, and oh man, they were so into it. Crafty had apparently sent him this self-grooming tool that was on the corner. And while the chat was going on, he was describing it as it was happening. But the cats were queuing up, waiting to use it, wouldn't leave it alone, just kept digging their head into it. It was, and he was getting such a kick out of seeing him. It was awesome. See, I keep going for a single crochet now because I've been doing single crochets for a couple of days. So I'm not gonna know until I take a look at it. But with the little top hat that I made, I'm thinking like doing a slash type head from Guns N' Roses with the little top hat and then just do like tons of hair coming down all over the Helen creation. Need to figure out a way to crochet bags under his eyes. I need to move my cam. I just realized every time I look down, he's going to have a seizure. Yeah. So, also long ago and far away, I was a content creator on YouTube. And the competition there was, oh, remarkable. Um, dog eat dog. Everybody was looking out for number one. And it was just terrible. There were like a core of maybe 3 or 4 people who were really there to make content instead of get famous. Or this was around the time that Vine was going away. But yeah, I had a hippie with my hippie biker. The shows that I had were to promote. Let me give my. I owned an online adult toy store at the time because I thought that was recession proof. This was around 2008, and in effect, what I did was I thought it was too expensive to get advertising for it, so I started my own YouTube shows with me as the sponsor, and then wrote it off on taxes. So it worked out pretty well. I had the Zen of StarCraft, which was me talking about StarCraft from a philosophical nature. There we go. Oh, sorry. Just had a pop up I had to check. Second show was Ask a Scientist, which is people would ask me any question from a scientific level, and I would either ask my friends or research it and get them an answer. And the more immediate one was Ask a Psychologist, which was for me to conversationally just give them generalized advice, but not psychological advice per se, not medical advice, as it were. And yeah. Like, I look at it now, and almost everyone who was involved with my group in YouTube back then is gone. There was one girl I really liked in Australia. Her nickname was Karma, and she went from doing intellectual debate content to doing a cooking show, which was really interesting. She did a lot of stuff with Nutella. Oh, so good, so decadent. And now even that's gone. I don't think she has any presence at all. So the ironic part is that I just wanted to make some kind of content, and I wanted to get in some type of thing. So I was going back to YouTube. The reason we decided to do uh, Twitch was because my at the time best friend was going to handle the YouTube presence, and I was going to handle Twitch as like a live public access TV show. That way we could just squeeze any type of skit or video that we wanted into it without it being weird, or because everything would fit that. If it's supposed to be like MTV, then we could squeeze any fake reality show or any spot piece we wanted as a whatever. But we ran into a problem because my friend at the time really great at planning stuff, but he doesn't actually do anything. See, that's what I'm doing now. I was gonna try to ride both sides of the rail with that biker boy. He was letting us know that what he does nowadays is when he streams, he uploads the VOD to YouTube, uh, unedited raw VOD, and that's kind of what I do now. I just use it as an archive. Um, when I was running BTV, I was actually had plans on how to monetize both and get some kind of synergy going, but I don't have the energy to do both. I really don't. I don't even have the energy to stream on more than one platform. I I find Discord taxing. Yeah, the other thing is I kick it over there so that even if time runs out on the video on demand and it goes away from Twitch, I still have that copy where I can pull it down and do a compilation. But yeah, the other funny thing is everything just keeps going right, like ridiculously right. Um, since Hippie and I decided to go on to start streaming and everything, when it was just my stream and she was helping me out, and now that when it's her stream and every step along the way, everything's been so positive, and it's been straight up circumstance in some cases. Like we played City of Heroes because it's free and I liked it, and I wanted Hippie to learn how to play it because I thought it was awesome back in the day. And someone was running it on a private server, so we started doing that. She got into it a little bit, and we started playing it twice a week. And that's the only game that we still play regularly. And since we have started playing it, they've got a license again. So now it's actually a viable game. And that's causing everybody to be nostalgic about it. And now everybody's getting back onto the server, and the game's actually picking up some popularity. Um, and I'm at least a little bit from us talking about it. We turned one of our frequent viewers, Princess Emmy, onto it, and last I heard, she was climbing up the level chain ridiculously fast. But when we started playing, there was like you were lucky if you saw another playing character, and now there's just tons of people. Some people who are here, like Biker, and I don't know if Crafty's still here, but um, they were. I streamed for a little bit before I ran into technical problems yesterday, and yeah, there were enough people that I could take up my old favorite activity, which is sitting there just looking at everybody's costumes. And in some cases, reading their bios, but most of them didn't have it out. I am kind of proud of the fact that I got up to level 4 in less than 30 minutes before I had technical problems. But yeah, way, way back in the day, I've always needed to have a creative outlet, so I've always played with some things. I normally would not show this. Let me find it. Um, I used to do some graphic stuff. Let me just find where I put it. Probably in the everything drawer. This will take me just a moment. I may end up having to just back. Areas of backups. Backup. No. Okay, let me try it this way. Okay, there we go. That doesn't work that way. Okay. Sorry this is taking me so long. I was not thinking about doing this, but what the hell? Alright, so we're gonna go to backups. Z-save. I don't even know why it's in that folder. There we go. Oh, yeah, let me reduce the hell out of that. Well, before I reduce this all the way down, just to point this out, this entire piece is done in green chrome. It's got a slight bevel to it with the undershine reflection. Done in green chrome in Photoshop, but this is the best one that I ever did. There we go. So that's the Maiden, the Mother, and the Crone. That one took me about 2 months. Yeah, I had a t-shirt shop where I was doing graphics in Adobe Photoshop. This was in, oh good lord, forever ago. The t-shirt shop was in like 99, 2000. Basically, I went on to Cafe Press and uploaded everything and dittoed it over into t-shirts. So, but yeah, I had a whole line of t-shirts. And with me being me, I went with the .org website because I was a genius and no one could find it, and I refused to pay for advertising. So yeah, yeah. It when it came to business, it didn't do any. Um, I ended up selling a domain name. Oh, good call. Thank you.
Oh snap, hey Greg. Toughcut_1 just redeemed hydrate. You should do something about that.
I should do something about that. You are absolutely right. Thank you so much for redeeming that, Tough Cat. I'm on it now. I got the oh god. It's hard to pronounce word day. I got the acai berry. Got the acai berry Mio going in the water. So the water's special. Cause the water's special. I read to the water real slow. Yeah, I need to set up my animations again so I can make him dance while I'm drinking so it doesn't look like he's going nuts. Ah. I was expecting the acai berry, that was cherry. No, the funny part is anytime I talk about doing graphic arts back in the days, I pull out the Maiden, the Mother, and the Crone and show it off and just go like, yeah, that's what I did. Yeah, the rest of the stuff I did was absolutely juvenile and terrible. Oh, oh, you got me muted though. Yeah, hope you're okay. Working. Oh no. See, now I'm gonna worry about Scoobaloo. She's pretty much the kid my mom always wanted. Here's a funny story. My mom passed away in 2010, and you know, she's a very obviously she's Sinte Gypsy as well. Um, so we had the same value system. Oh, ad break. That's where we leave it off. Let me tell you about the dead gypsy. Ad break. Come back, and that's how we knew I was cursed. So hard for me to look up and realize we're in an ad break. Ooh, yeah. Well, that's the other thing. It's in the UK, so it's not going to the doctor is not like it is here. No. Wish she didn't have me muted. I am adorable. That's why you love my bear heads. But, yeah. Oh, what was I saying before I went in? Oh, the funny story with my mom. So, my mom was a very simple woman. And when she passed, she listed in her will that it was her desire to be cremated and deposited in the nearest convenient body of water without ceremony or anything like that. I always thought that was sort of cool. She's in my closet still. Yeah. She wanted to be thrown in water. I wanted a pony. Who's laughing now, Mom? Kidding. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I keep trying to find the perfect body of water to lay her to rest in. But I'm a VTuber. I'm a werebear. I have the option of human form. And I feel pretty. And let me see where we're at. I just realized I didn't measure. Oh, we are 3 inches from finished. That's what she said. Okay. That's right. No bitches. I do think the funny part is when I did the face reveal on my stream. That's the clip that Scoobaloo's talking about. Um, Yummy Frog Legs chimed in with, "Oh, you are so handsome," and told Hippie that she was very lucky to be with me because I was such a handsome guy. And the only thing that I could think about is, I love you to death, Yumi, but um, I just got done saying that I hope your cataract surgery went okay. I'm I've seen better days, but I appreciate the compliment. Yeah, I'm at an hour and 13, which would be about 2 minutes short of an hour of actual streaming because I did the 15-minute run up. Oh yeah, we can. Let's see. I'm taking a break. Jesus. That's the most annoying error message I've installed on my computer. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna take a break really quick. Gonna see if I can keep the music going seamlessly. Let's find out. I can. All right, so we're gonna knock that for the 15 minutes. I will be right back. Gotta get some more bottled water as well. Everyone stretch. We may finish this baby blanket tonight. Rock. I'll be right back. Yeah, I'm not taking the whole 15. I'm back. And I have been asked why I wear a towel across my lap. And I am wearing tie-dyed bib overalls today because I'm that motherfucking awesome. Um, but yeah, I've had somebody ask why I wear a towel across my lap, and that's because uh, one, I think it shows off what I'm doing a little bit better, and two, I have to wear it because of my PTSD. Got a pretty thick and strong dick. I oh, insanity jokes. Awesome. Okay, where's my work? There we go. Hello, Princess Emmy. So, Emmy, just to clear it up, because you're one of our frequent flyers, I just want to make sure. Did Hippie show you Professor Wigglebottom earlier? Yes. The TT stands for Tum Tum, but you know, he didn't go to college for 7 years to be called Tum Tum. Um, yeah. So you're aware of that. Just to flash him up again, general principal. Very proud of him. I like how he turned out. I'm still debating about doing the back of his head in hair, so it goes all the way around, but just having it splaying off the top is kind of sideshow Bobish. I like that. But the surprise is that's kind of the direction that I'm going in. So I have two heads made, and inside the heads are all the stuff that each one needs: the muzzle, the ears, the inside of the ears, everything. So, starting Friday, we're going to be dressing bears. Just saying, bears are taking over. Anyway, Earth sign represent. La 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 la. Oh, and I don't know if Hippie showed you the hat. Now, this is going to be used in a future bear to be determined later, because it doesn't go with his hair at all. But that'd be good for like a Jekyll and Hyde thing with this hair. A little bit tamed down, I think. And the other thing that I made in preparation for new bears, I don't know how well it's going to show up on this with the glasses. Let me take the glasses off. Okay. And yeah, I've just got this. This is the pipe cleaner. Got it pointed down on the back. Stick it into crochet so it sticks. But again, this is not for the professor. But I got a nice little eye patch. Nice little eye patch going on. Doesn't show up well on the blue. So I'm thinking it would have to be on a gray or a white bear. And I don't know if that's going to be for a mercenary or for a pirate. I've decided for accessories, I'm just going to, anything that I think might be cool, I'm going to knock it out and set it aside. Let me get the glasses back over here. And of course, those bears are going to be subject to the drawings. And we will have all the information for the drawings up and live by February 1st. And we will have a determination by then on when the drawings will happen. Oh, with the 9mm grill in front of the radio. Yeah, I added the brain damage sticker to the speakers. See, the Dr. Hook thing made me think of the eye patch just now, because lead singer Dr. Hook had an eye patch. And of course, I'm kicking around ideas like, what am I going to put underneath the eye patch? Like, maybe I do a little yarn X. Maybe I put a googly eye underneath it and a realistic looking eye under the other one. Of course, if we really wanted to go high end, I could get some EL wire, some electroluminescent wire, and yeah, run that up into the eye socket. I'm also figuring out if I can use the same slope of the chin, because it has almost a Stardew Valley feel. I can explain it. I don't know if anyone cares, but it's in a crafting stream, so fuck it, you're gonna hear it. The way I got the cheeks to do this, and it doesn't do this on hippies. I did hippies a different way. But with this one, what I did was, it starts from a magic ring and it does the 6 count on the way out. You're going by divisibles of 6. And then when you reduce by divisibles of 8. So you're treating it like, oh, okay, I'm going up by, 12, 18, etc. And when you go down, you're going down by like 40, 32, 24, etc. And since he's the prototype, he has the different colored stitching down here. On the next one I'm going to do, I'm just going to continue it on until it gets really small, and I left enough of a tail to seal it up completely. I'm thinking about doing a white bear and doing an eye patch for him and saying it's Nick Fury, but specifically the David Hasselhoff version from the movie that no one talks about. Because the plot line from it was they were going to blow up the Twin Towers. Just throwing that out there. A little movie trivia for you. I have no respect for David Hasselhoff, by the way. Fuck him. Hope he falls in an open manhole sewer and dies. He is a transphobe and very not accepting of other people. When he was on America's Got Talent, there was this one guy who came in who did like really fringe exotic dancing. He was a padded bra away from being a drag queen. He had that level of performance going on, and this Hasselhoff just talked mad shit about him. He came back a second time, and it was like over the top theatrical. He had backup dancers and all this other stuff, and David Hasselhoff refused to participate because he made it through. And I just wanted to sideline like, look, the entirety of your career is based on a talking car and saving people from drowning. Why don't you shut up? I remember when you were drunk on the floor in Las Vegas trying to eat a goddamn burger. I'm 100% if you don't think the guy should have proceeded because you didn't think he was talented. But when you start making value judgments about people just because you don't get where their headspace is at, maybe you need to take a step back. That's the other thing. This community, the crafting community here, 100% strikes me as a very punk organization. Um, as in punk rock. Simply because I view almost everything through the light of Joey Ramone's take on music, which was there's room for everybody. And that if you want to make an album, you should make an album. And if anybody buys it and likes it, then that's all the validation you ever need. And that's the feel that I get from everybody in this community. It's just ridiculously nice. I don't know if she's still here, but oh, okay. Looking, she's practicing her calligraphy. So Crafty Lady is hilarious with her support. She has almost the Red Claw vibe with it. She'll support me without my consent. You do not want to roll up in her stream if you don't believe in yourself. Hi, what do you do? Do you stream? Do you artist? What are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing? You should do that. In the most positive way. Yeah, Crafty, I don't want to make it sound in any way negative. It's just like, but you can do this. You should do this now. Do it twice. I'll help you. Oh, what was her name? What was her name? We had a new person today that was just like, 100% new, had never streamed, just happened to stumble into Crafty Lady's stream this morning. It was Anna Loves Bunnies or something like that. And yeah, Anna Loves Bunnies. And I hit follow on her just in case she decides to start streaming. But she shared some of her artwork to the Discord, and Crafty put it up, and it turned into the We Love Anna session, and she was touched by it, obviously, and I went ahead and threw her a subscribe to make sure she'd come back. Now she's trapped. She's gonna come back. She's gonna get more of that support. Next thing you know, she's gonna be streaming more than me. Her stuff looked awesome. She had criticisms of herself that weren't even criticisms. Oh, I just noticed I do moons and eyes a lot. Yeah, really well. She had, yeah, she's getting indoctrinated. That's the way it is. That is my agenda now. That is my agenda. This will happen. The moon that she did, I don't know if Hippie saw it. I told Hippie about it and was asking Hippie to check out the video on demand. Um, she doesn't have a stream really. Her entire thing is blank. The scar, she had the scars on the face of the moon, and I don't think they were technically accurate, but man, they were gorgeous. And she had this one that was almost like the crescent and star uh, configuration, but it was a crescent moon, and instead of a star, it had an eyeball hanging down off of it, and it was on a setting sun. Freaking gorgeous. And every instinct I had was like, I need to start showing support to this girl so she knows that people will appreciate that art. And man, completely unnecessary, because like Crafty was on the case. Yeah, it's weird. It's almost like the most competitive thing is everybody trying to see how supportive they could be. Um, okay, ad break in progress. Ooh. All right, let's take another look. I'm gonna be totally accurate and measure the entire thing real quick. Ooh, so close. There we go. Yeah, it's really funny, but like before Christmas, I have not opened Discord in I'm gonna go with a year, at least not intentionally. Um, Not much of a joiner, but started with Scoobaloo, talking to her on her Discord because I won some games, and then I had to join Crafty Ladies Discord, and then I had to join Supremes. Now it's part of my daily habit. You guys are changing me. Feel so violated. Do it again. Ada ada. Ooh. I took the ooh ooh sound off. No, those are awesome habits actually. Crafty, I can honestly tell you that the positive vibes that I picked up in just hanging out with you and Biker on that first train really had a huge impact. And it's kind of funny because it's like I don't know that the idea of not being supportive is aberrant to everybody. I live for the Northern Boys now. Um, that's who we're listening to, by the way. Yeah, this is the Northern Boys Top Cat. Yeah, basically, if something catches my interest, I learn how to do it. Um, the certified chef thing is because when I was in the military, no one talks about it really, but when I was in the infantry, and if there's not a war going on, you do detail all the time. They have you mowing lawns and washing pans and just doing anything that needs done. They'll make up work for you to do. So I elected to get a secondary MOS or a secondary job, and uh, I took cook as my secondary job. So standard Army cook. And then they made the mistake of letting me find out that for every additional training class I took for that, I would get more money in my paycheck every month. So I took everything they offered. Um, I ended up with a certified. I ended up as a certified chef and also certified in field bread bakery. So I know how to bake bread with diesel fuel. Woot! See, y'all have to explain that because if I explain that, if I expand on what Hippie and Tough Cat are saying, it's going to sound like I'm bragging. Hold on. Yeah, I tend to change recipes to get to hit the flavor palette of the people I'm serving. So like I know how to do this really fancy meatloaf that is incredible and is a flavor experience and it takes you on a journey. It does not get cooked in this house because it likes the meatloaf that you get like at Cracker Barrel. Um, so yeah, I'm thinking about filming segments like in the can and having video clips to do cooking streams or do one on the weekend where I assume human form, obviously. The really bad part is when my ego does get involved because usually I keep my ego restrained. You know, I'm really good at keeping my ego in check. Been through a couple of ego deaths in my life, so you know it's comes with time and maturity. But yeah, cooking is one of the areas where I have a bit of an ego. Hippie got in trouble earlier today because she kept calling my dish that I've dubbed Untidy Joseph to Sloppy Joe. It's like, oh no, that's what you want. I'll just buy a can of Manwich. You can do that. The Untidy Joseph, I use rice wine vinegar, um, There's a flavoring additive called liquid smoke that I put in as well. I make sure to drain the grease at least 4 times. There's a lot of steps to it. Sloppy Joe is the American president. I'm not saying anything bad about anybody, but I'm really worried that, we're letting octogenarians run the country now, because I really, really think that someone may accidentally assassinate the president by bumping into him. He assassinated by punching. Yeah, you don't want to be around Hippie when she hasn't had food. Um, Time to turn. So, with our anniversary coming up, we usually don't do anything big for our anniversary. Like lazy day and good food. Chuck E. Cheese bringing the bars. One moment. The Los Angeles office does not understand what off duty means. I can't help you with your problem right now. I'm listening with Chuck E. Cheese. I'm listening to Chuck E. Cheese with people I don't know. You can't interrupt that. That's holy. I don't know it's sacrosanct to most people, but that's it for me. Okay, I'm gonna see if I can get Hippie to type this into the chat when she gets a chance. But does anyone have a preference on the next bear that we do, whether we do the gray one or the brown one? I'm gonna set them out here. Ooh, his ears are falling out. He's turning into Van Gogh. Okay, so getting the feedback from Tough Cat. She's saying gray. Let me take a quick look at something. Okay, there we go. I'm going to pause the music for just a second. I did check the time and I should be running a commercial for myself for one quick moment. Let me just give y'all the quick rundown for the Gimme That Thing drawing contest, which starts in February. Entries that happen, subscriptions that happen now do count. So let me get that up there. All right, so again, that's going to be uh, full details on that are going to be up on February 1st at the latest, and the drawing will be held possibly once or twice, mid-month and end of the month, or end of the month. But and there will be multiple drawings on each day that we're doing the drawings. So like a lot of the stuff that we're creating, unless it finds a home somewhere else or by some other means, that's how it's going to find a home. And again, by the February 1st, we're hoping to have it in place where you can use chat rewards in order to get entries for the prizes. That way you can use the chat rewards to pad your chances or to get your initial entries if you don't happen to be well heeled right at the time. So we're looking at making that doable as well. So a lot of excitement there. And it looks like the consensus seems to be gray. So, I can't really say anything bad about it because, look at me. So, all right, we will be doing gray next. And that'll be on Friday. Friday at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And since it's Friday, we will be listening to weird music specifically. Not that the music I normally listen to is normal, but Dr. Demento style parody music, offbeat, strange.
Hey Greg. Shut up for a second. Tpthy had gifted a tier 1 subscription to Scoobaloo. Make them 2 drawing entries.
Oh, DB. DB going to end up owning that drawing, I'm going to tell you. So going by our yeah, I'm a slave to the system. You heard it. You heard it. DB's going to have 1 entry for the subscription. Well, 2 for the subscription, and he's got a cheer in there. Man, DB, our original lurker, from when we were just doing videos in the middle of the night, casting out into the void, trying to avoid monetization, and DB came in and was rocking with us. Let's see, you got it. 2 slips of paper, this box right here, and we'll get the tickets printed out. This is going to be so silly. I'm going to love every minute of it. And thank you very much. It's kind of hard not to be awesome with influencers like you, DB. Although it's a little bit indirect, I know that you mentioned that you were into more the 1920s lounge sing, but that sort of catalyzed me over into getting back into electro swing again. So anything that leads to music is always fun. And Pat Hippie wanted me to make sure to point this out since Scoobaloo got gifted a sub on that. That means Scoobaloo will be a subscriber when that hits. So with that gift subscription, DB got 2 entries for himself and 1 for Scoobaloo. And that's 1 for Scoobaloo in each drawing that happens while she's subscribed. And since we're doing everything totally random, everybody is open to win. Hippie has passingly mentioned that she's going to collect her points from the chat thing to hold up entries just in case I throw up something she really likes. Oh, sure. Yeah, go ahead and post it up. I'll pull it up. And I've also added the song to the rotation. See, this is the part that's so confusing, DB. You have such good taste in music and such horrible taste in people you support. Thank you so much for supporting us. Go. Welcome back from the ad. Tell me something I don't want. Give me something I can't use. Press the button, connect the goddamn dots. Just out of curiosity, is it just me? Or is G Fuel an energy drink maybe not the best thing to hawk to people who are sitting in front of their computer all day? Just thinking. But then what the fuck do I know? My generation was drinking Surge. Can I get a soda that literally looks like the chemical that made the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles powerful? Yeah, I'll drink that. That and Jolt. All the sugar, twice the caffeine. Although I can't talk, because now lemonade will kill you. Yeah, I drank Jolt until I joined the army. Then I discovered that there was no regulations on making coffee. Well, honestly, in the future, if we get any kind of interface that direct connects anything, talking will be as passe as sending snail mail. It's getting very close. I think within a couple inches. Let me check. Yeah, I'm like right at 3 inches left, so about 6 more rows. Speaking of which, now we turn.
Oh snap, hey Greg. Toughcut_1 just redeemed hydrate. You should do something about that.
Alright, I'm doing something about it then. So the band you're hearing now is called Heavisaurus. It's a dinosaur metal band. I can't make this up. They're a metal band who dresses up as dinosaurs and sings to kids. And ironically, they don't really suck. However, currently my new metal discovery is Deathbeak. That's a death metal band headed up by a parrot. Keeping up on that one. Oh, okay. 2 hours in. Time for a breaky break. Pacing myself. Let's see. I'm not even going to activate the timer right now. I will just be right back. I am back. Set that there. There we go. Let me get recentered here. There we go. Thank you, Tough Cat. So it looks like we're going to be doing the gray bear next. Man, all that from me rubbing my nose. See, this is the part that I was talking to Crafty about this morning, which is why is the next project always more seductive than the project that you're working on? Yeah. Let's see, because that's like, that's his front. Right about there. Yep. I gotta be patient. One thing at a time. Oh, and this weekend, Hippie will be visiting family. So I will either be streaming constantly or not at all. Depends entirely on my mood, what I get accomplished between now and then, what I'm working on, and to be utterly honest, the availability of cocaine and hookers. go. Ah. I got a fiber split there. Don't like that. It's not going to be visible, but I'm going to know it's there. Got bound up. There we go. Oh goodness, Biker. Definitely have a great night. Thanks for stopping by. Really appreciate it. I'll probably see you on Crafty Stream tomorrow. Or at least hear you. And, oh, thank you so much, Crafty. You have a great night. Hope you get plenty of rest. And hopefully I'll be catching up with you on your stream tomorrow. You have a great night. And Princess Emmy, I was going to be streaming on Wednesday as well, but I think I'm going to be working support for Hippie stream on that night, but I'm still going to be involved and around. To what extent is going to be up to her. We can stream at the same time. But yeah, written in stone, I'm going to be streaming Monday. Well, today's Monday. So today, tomorrow, I'm planning on playing City of Heroes in some capacity. Wednesday, Hippie is going to be streaming. Thursday, we're going to be playing City of Heroes again. And Friday, I'm going to be doing a crafting stream again, and I may be streaming this weekend. So, and since I never sleep, you know, there's always the possibility of me just showing up anytime. See, what would be hilarious is if while Hippie was gone, I did a stream where I did cooking lessons for everybody and I made all her favorite foods and then had strangers in our kitchen eating them. Yes. You see, I literally have a story about a guy in my neighborhood when I was a teenager, a kid, who fed bears. Did not work out well. He'd go out every day and put out a little bit of peanut butter on a pie pan for him. Like one or two of the bears would show up. There were these were black bears in Tennessee. And no, everything was fine. Everything was fine. He was famous for it in the neighborhood. And then he had to go to Kingsport, about 30 miles away, and he decided to spend the day there. So he got a hotel room. And when he came back, it was like 2 days later, and the bears had apparently showed up. And although they didn't see the peanut butter on the outside, they were able to figure out that the peanut butter was actually inside the house. And they didn't even bother with the doors. They just pushed the walls in. I don't know, I just would hate to get that started, Starts off with, Princess Emmy, would you like some lo mein? Okay, I'll make some of that. How about some Mongolian beef? And then within about an hour, it's like, what do you mean you're out of pets? Candy now! Welcome back from the ads. Uh, Okay, the avatar's acting up just a little bit, but we should be all right. There we go. Iron fiber. Broken thread. There we go. All my best friends are like books and pop. Mm. Oh, and turn. Oh. It looks like that skiing may be dead. Okay. Alright, so that's that skiing. Yeah, I'm actually supposed to wrap in about 17 minutes. So I'm not even going to start another skiing on this. I'm just going to finish this in the interim. And tomorrow we'll be playing City Heroes. And Wednesday we'll be enjoying Hippie Stream. Thursday we'll be playing City Heroes again. And Friday we'll be crafting again. And we will be bringing this little guy to life. Got some ideas for him already. So that should be fairly entertaining. Let me go ahead and run the commercial real quick. We'll time it out so I don't interrupt grandson there because he seems fairly angry for a Canadian. I think he's got Bryan Adams syndrome. Okay. There we go. I'm going to go ahead and, rather than run the commercial and try to fill in the time, I'm going to go ahead and shoot us over to Red Claw. He is a VTuber, so let me see what he's showing us working with today. Let's see. I can get my mouse working with me. He's playing Final Fantasy online, so yeah, that should be pretty fun. I'm gonna go ahead and shoot us all over. And yeah, I will see everybody tomorrow afternoon at the latest. So, boogity boogity boo.